y'all got to say that. Genesis chapter 21.
And the Lord visited
The
Sarah
Lord visited Sarah.
as he had said. And the Lord did unto Sarah
You
as
glad
he had
God
said.
does what he said? Aren't you glad that if he said, he's going to do it? He visited Sarah as he had said. The Lord did unto Sarah as he had spoken. Go ahead.
For Sarah conceived
For Sarah conceived and bare Abraham a son. Wow.
in his old age, at the set time.
In his old age. Somebody said old age.
Old age.
Tell folk all the time. When God says something, there is no process of time that can determine it not coming to pass. Old age is a process of time. Sometimes we are concerned about that process as it relates to things that God has said. You won't get married, you know. You start thinking about the process of time. Ain't nobody like it.
All right. Yeah.
God gonna do this, God gonna do that. One of the things that concerns us is the process of time.
Yeah.
As we're getting older. And that process takes an effect on us. No, it's like
Yeah. All right.
we start worrying and fretting about this process of time. Well, look at what it says. It says, in his old age,
At the set time.
at the set time of which God has put us. Somebody said set time. Let me just say this. 2012 is a set time.
All right, man.
Word set time. That word, Hebrew word moed. 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 Not only does it mean appointment, and I like the fact that it means an appointed time, or an appointment. Appointment is an agreement on a place, a date, and a time for you. An appointment is an agreement on a date, place, and time
Wow.
for me.
Okay. Okay.
That's what set time references.
Yeah.
It implies an agreement on a date, on a place, and a time for me. God sets the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha.
And another definition of that word set time or moed is the word is summons. It means to summons. I love that particular description of that because summons implies that there is someone in authority who has issued you a formal decree, because that's what a summons is. It's a formal decree that states that you must appear, God have mercy, on a certain date, in a certain place, at a certain time. Now, when the summons is issued, stay with me. The judge or whoever is an authority that issues this summons doesn't ask your permission. They don't get no agreement from you before they say. Let me tell you what else they don't do. They don't check to see if it's convenient for you. Whether or not you can get a babysitter.
All right. All right now.
Watch your children. You know what I said, children. That's symbolically speaking. Watch your children or whether or not you can get the time off work.
All right. All right.
He who is in that kind of authority sets the time, and watch this. They will failure to appear. Failure to appear can result into some difficulties for you because you missed your summons.
That's right. That's right.
Verse 7 talks about not only an appointment but a summons.
Yes.
Can I throw some else in there? And this is a little bit more pleasurable, a little bit more easy for some folks to understand. The word moed or set time also means for engagement, a marriage. So it's like a groom and a bride, a young man and a young woman, agreeing upon a date that they set for their wedding. Everybody know about that, don't they? Now, watch this. God set the time for the birth of Isaac. God set 2020 as a set time for something for us in the body of Christ.
All right.
When God set the time for the birth of Isaac, He set it at a time that was inconvenient. God doesn't seek to convenience you. When He is setting the time, when He is ordaining something, He don't seek to do it at a time convenient to you. Matter of fact, most of the time it's going to be inconvenient.
All right, Doctor. Amen.
Is anybody listening to me?
Amen.
God could have set the time for the birth of Isaac when Abraham was 90, or when he was 75. That would have been convenient. Abraham, the process of time had not yet taken on its full effect upon him, and he could have easily fathered Isaac. Could have set the time when Sarah was 50,
All right.
40, 35. No, we're going to talk to you.
Yeah.
But he purposely moved the date.
All right.
Lord have mercy. Beyond the ravages of the convenient process of time. God set it way on in the future.
Yes.
So that their bodies would die in the process of approaching the set time.
Yes.
So that approaching the set time, things would be more difficult for them than at any time.
Yes.
I feel the Holy Ghost.
Yes, God. Well.
We're in such a time. Things are more difficult for us now than they have been in a long time.
Yes.
Some of us than they've ever been. Are y'all listening to me?
Yes.
But it's because God set this time to manifest something, to reveal something, to show us something, to do something.
Yes.
12 is the number of divine government.
Yes.
It's the number of rules. Somebody said rules. So entrenched is this number 12 in, and so anchored in this principle until you can go to a supply store, go to Office Max, and buy a stick that's 1 foot. And that 1 foot will be 12 inches. And they call that 12 inches a ruler. Y'all are going away with it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think you hear.
Yeah.
They call that 12-inch stick a ruler.
Yeah.
Because 12 is the number
Yes.
of rule, government, authority, divine authority. Watch this. Apostolic fullness. So this year we're in a time wherein God is going to bring us to a place where we've got to be governed